what are my part-time jobs and how did I get those jobs. But again, for Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me again, Alex, and again I'm back for another episode of my international student journey here in Canada. So for today's video, I would like to talk about part-time jobs. But before anything else, I wanted to greet everyone happy holidays and especially happy new year. I hope everybody had a good start for this year, guys. Those who are new to my YouTube channel, my name is Alex and I was an international student way back 2019. I took 1-year program which is palliative care and nursing, and then I worked my way to become a permanent resident of Canada as well as a Canadian registered nurse. And at this moment, I am a Canadian registered nurse. And finally, guys, I'm working as a nurse and also a permanent resident of Canada. I really wanted to talk about part-time jobs, and I really wanted to share with you guys my experience with part-time jobs because as far as I could remember, way back 2018 was when I was an aspiring international student here in Canada. And I know that I could work 20 hours per week as an international student. I was thinking, what will be my part-time job? How will I get a job? So those are the things that, you wanted to plan ahead of time. You don't know what to expect. I was thinking, where am I going to get a job? But since I was a registered nurse in the Philippines, I really wanted to get a job that is related to healthcare. And so I don't know about the Canadian healthcare system. I don't know about, since I know that I'm not yet a nurse, I know that I couldn't function and I couldn't get a job as a nurse. So but still, I wanted to be, in a healthcare profession. So I really wanted to get a job that is related to healthcare, but I don't know where to start. So a little bit backstory. Way back 2018, on our first day of class, I was a January intake, so that was winter. On the first day of class, you get to know people, you make friends, and you kind of have this conversation of, oh, do you have a job? Where did you get a job? How do you get your job? And so, first thing that you could ask is, can you refer me to your employer? Can I get that job as well? So I got my first job by referral. So to anyone that is watching this video, so if you make friends, try to ask if they have jobs and if they could refer you to their employer. So I got my first job, and my first job was housekeeping. I worked as a housekeeping in one of the hotels at Niagara Falls. I worked for 8 hours per shift, and since on the weekdays I was focusing on studying, and on weekends, on Saturday, Sunday, they gave us 8 hours per shift, so I got 16 hours, so I still got 4 hours, right? So I still got 16 hours and I got paid $14 per hour, and you have to take taxes out from it. So it wasn't that much. So $14 at that time was the minimum pay here in Ontario. And so for me, you're grateful, you get a job, you got money coming, you're working, and you have money to expect since you got a job. But the reality is it's not that easy as well. So working as a housekeeping was my humble beginnings. So even though I was working as a housekeeping in a hotel, I was still looking for other jobs that I could earn more, that would, pay me a little bit more. More is better. So I keep looking for jobs, especially now that I get familiar with the places, I get comfortable with the transportations. So I'm still looking for jobs, and can get a job through online. So Indeed.com, that's where I got my job. So you just search. But again, what would be the job that you're gonna look for if you are, in a healthcare profession such as me, since I was a registered nurse in the Philippines? So I worked as a personal support worker. Again, I mentioned this on my previous video, and I kind of gave a little bit of overview about what is personal support worker. So personal support worker you're gonna work in a home care or in a nursing home or in a hospital where you're gonna assist patients on their activity of daily livings. So you're gonna toilet them, you're gonna feed them. So all those basic things that you could get. The reality is not all nursing homes are gonna hire you. I could remember when me and my friends were looking for a job, we walked to every nursing home to, hand out our resume. But honestly, they keep on telling us, you know what, you can do it online. So for those who are gonna be looking for jobs, just do it online. Yeah, we were trying to, at least show up, and then, but it's not a thing over here anymore. So they take everything through online, I think. So one of the experience that I have was, we were asked if we have a personal support worker certificate or a diploma, because you have to take that's a different program here in Canada as well. So we said no, but we are registered nurses in the Philippines. So we're trying to convince that we have a background, we know what to do, we know, when you get a job, they're gonna orient you. And I'm not saying that it's easy, but you get to understand your responsibility working as a personal support workers. Not really a lot, but few of them rejected us. So yeah, you could look for a job as a personal support worker, and just don't expect that all nursing homes are gonna accept you. But there are lots, since they are in need, and if they know that you're a registered nurse in the Philippines or from your home country, not just in the Philippines, they could hire you. They could train you and hire you. So apply online, look for jobs, personal support worker, jobs. I work with that, and I was paid $16 per hour. So it's a little bit bigger. So I left my job as a housekeeping, and I focused on working as a personal support worker. So with my employer at that time, it was a it's an agency where clients will just ask for this specific agency to ask for a personal support worker to go to their house and, do these things. In my case, companionship. Some people hire personal support worker for privately, So I went to different nursing home, not because I work in a specific nursing home, but because I work for this agency, and those clients that they have are reaching out to the agency, and the agency will send us there. The setup was, the agency will tell us there's available shift on, let's say, Monday 3 to 6 p.m. and in this location. And you would say, oh, if you're done with your classes, if you have a class 8 to 11 or 8 to 3 or 8 to 2, then you could say, yes, I could have that job. And also, you could also ask for shifts. And with that, I was able to expose in different nursing homes. So I have the idea of what it looks like, and being able to, observed and worked as a personal support worker. I think for me, it's one of my stepping stone to become a registered nurse. Even if I went to Nova Scotia, I went to Nova Scotia as a continuing care assistant. Continuing care assistant is just the same with personal support worker. Different province comes with, I don't know, they name differently, but basically the job itself is the same. So in Nova Scotia, I worked as a continuing care assistant in a nursing home. So in Nova Scotia, in Ontario, my part-time job was a personal support worker in a agency where I was placed everywhere. So sometimes I could be in a nursing home, sometimes I could be in a private home. So that was the setup. For me, it was a great opportunity and learning, and the chance for me to expose as much as early as possible in the Canadian healthcare system. So again, guys, if you also ask me if that's gonna be enough, honestly, it's not gonna be enough. I've seen other people vlogging about how much they earn and how was they were able to save up this money to pay for the second program. But honestly, it was very hard. It could be possible that, but it is very hard. For me, I couldn't do it. Like, even if I work $16 per hour, you still get taxed with that. And then, you know, you have bills to pay. You have your apartment, you have your phone bills, you have your grocery. I'm gonna be talking about that as well in a different video. But working $16 per hour at that time wasn't really paying that much, but at least I still got the chance to earn money, right? Like, I'm earning, I'm working. And also, when you're an international student, there will be a time where they call it a reading week, a week before finals. So it's like a week without a class. But honestly, when I was international student, that was an opportunity for us to work full time. And then after that, you're back to 20 hours. But you just have to prioritize, because you cannot just work, and then when you get to your class and you take your exams, you fail. So that's not a good idea. You still have to balance, you know. For you guys looking for a job here in Canada as an international student is not that easy, but you'll always get it. Believe in yourself that you could get it. They're always hiring. It's not just, you know, in the nursing home. There are lots of other opportunities in the restaurants, in the hotels, mostly in fast food, actually. So, yeah, jobs are everywhere. Some people ask me if when they go to this school, is there any available jobs? Well, yes, guys, in all corners of Canada, everybody is hiring. You just don't have to be picky with that kind of job. For me, I worked as a housekeeping, and that was a humble beginning for me. And I was able to earn money, and I was able to survive Canada as international students. So it's important. And by the way, when it comes to your resume, I will show you on a different video about how to make a resume here in Canada, because when I first came here, I make 3 pages of resume. No, they don't like that. Things that you need to put in your resume, things that you don't have to, things that you need to, so you could get hired easily. So I think that's all. So if you have questions and suggestions and clarifications, comment down below, guys. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.